Welcome back to the Cali G Kitchen and welcome to day 70 of your 101 day food and fasting programme. Today we're having braised steak stew with gluten-free flat breads or dumplings. So I'm actually going to make a few little dumplings out of one of these balls. These are our dough balls, gluten-free. Sweet potato gluten-free dough balls, and I'm going to make some flatbreads, a couple of flatbreads, 3 dumplings out of that one, 2 flatbreads out of that one. Basically we're just testing it out to see if this dough works for dumplings as well, so let's hope they turn out alright. We've got some steak, braised steak that we done last week. That is frozen at the minute, but that doesn't really matter because it's going to be heated all the way through. It's on its way to defrosting now. We've got some potatoes over here, some parsnips, some carrots. The recipe says half an onion, but I'm using just a small red onion, a couple of cloves of garlic. We've got some stock. So this is the stock that the braised steak was actually done in, or should I say that came from the braised steak. I've also got a vegetable stock there, which I'm going to use like a third of that. I'm going to use that and that. You've got some rosemary, some thyme and some oregano. And what else have we got? That's about it. We're going to make a start now. Start by frying the onions, gently frying them, the garlic, the herbs. And then what you can do with this dish, you can actually, so I'm going to slow cook it today. I'm going to get it prepped, throw everything in the slow cooker and just leave it for a couple of hours. And then towards the last 20-30 minutes of cooking time, I will be adding the dumplings in. If you're doing this in a pan, depending on how thick that you chop your veg, if you do these like 2 centimetre chunks, they're going to be cooked within, say, 20-25 minutes. So just adjust your cooking time accordingly. But like I said, we're going to get everything chopped up, kind of just brown some of the ingredients first of all. Everything will go into the slow cooker, probably time it a couple of hours, check on it, and then we'll maybe throw the dumplings in then. Just taking the skin off of this red onion. You can use whatever onion you like, you can use a brown or a red onion. As you can see there, we've got some coconut oil in the pan already. A couple of cloves of garlic will be going in. Just taking the skin off of these little cloves. Give these onions a couple more minutes and then we're going to turn the heat down and then add the garlic. Garlic is also going in. Not on the recipe, but I've got some left to use. We've got some celery here. So we're going to go in with the celery. Got a few little wonky carrots here. Going into the pan with these carrots. And I'm just going to cook these vegetables down for a few minutes. I will add our herbs. I'm not even going to bother removing them from the stalks. Kind of just, we'll remove those at the end of the whole cooking process. Once all the leaves have kind of came away and released all of the lovely flavours. So while we've got our veg and our herbs kind of simmering away there, gently cooking, tell you what we'll do. No, we won't. We need to chop up the carrots, not the carrots, the parsnip, potatoes, just the parsnip and the potatoes actually, and we're going to rinse these, just remove any excess starch. Just going to top and tail these parsnips. And like I said before, 2 centimetre chunks, and just about right. Because I am doing these potatoes for a little bit longer, I'll keep these probably 3 centimetre chunks, between 2 and 3 centimetre chunks. But if they were going into the pan and I was trying to make this a quick meal, I would kind of just keep them like this size. Compared to this, you see, I mean there's not much difference there actually. But yeah, you get what I mean. So just letting those potatoes and parsnips soak just for a few minutes, just to remove any sort of excess starch that we don't want. We're going to add some salt now. Salt and pepper. Nearly forgot as well, going in with some oregano. A decent tablespoon, probably more like 2 tablespoons there. A little salt. Pepper. This smells absolutely insane, by the way, and I know I always say that, but it does. It smells incredible. So I'm going to add in just under, probably a third of this stock cube. And the reason I'm doing that is because we've got this actual stock from the beef itself. And this is a vegetable stock, so we're just going to kind of melt that down. Try and get our stock. This stock is actually frozen. I don't know if I already said that, but I'm going to try and get it out of the container now. Which looks like it's came out just nicely. Herbs are going in. Herbs, onions, carrots, celery, garlic going in. Carrots and parsnips going in. And then we want kind of, how much do we want? Let's measure it. I'm just adding this water first of all to the pan. I think we've got around probably 700 millilitres of water in there, including this stock that's gone in, frozen stock. The reason I'm doing this, I'm just getting all those last little bits of flavours from around the pan. I know there's not much, but every little bit counts. Okay, so into the slow cooker with that water. What we want to see that the stock is near enough covering the veg. That's absolutely fine. Doesn't matter if it's poking through, just a little touch. What we're going to do now, literally just going to place that beef on top and just kind of submerge it a little bit. Now it's just a waiting game. So like I said before, what we're going to do, check this in, I will probably check this in an hour. I'll give it a mix. We're going to leave this on for 2 hours. The slow cooker's on a high heat. I'll leave this on for 2 hours. And then I'm going to portion up these dough balls and we'll start making the dumplings and the flatbread. So yeah, I'm going to end this video now and we will see you again soon for part 2.